Founder Odo has something of interest in the Masan system. Something the other founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. It is unsettling. The Founder and I will travel to the Masan system on your vessel. Remember, victory is life.
Only a few founders know about this station here. It's very old and very well concealed. From what I can tell, the Dominion studied alien life here, including the Hur'q. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers. They shouldn't be a problem. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. I'll deal with whoever's in charge on those ships. So far so good. They're not targeting us.
You do not have authorization to enter this system first. This is unacceptable. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Hur'q. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your disobedience expires.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately. Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships into Tane.
Impressive. An ancient research facility, and with a very important guardian as well. It appears coming in under cloak was a sound tactical decision, though we were expecting to catch any Hur'q off guard, not the leader of the Dominion. High praise indeed. This station must be of significant value to your rulers. The Founder was willing to fire on one of her own to protect its secrets. I'm looking forward to discovering what's inside.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet? On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair. This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Research report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow Founders, our premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were.
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
Research report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species. Those initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan...
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Hur'q. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Hur'q nearly 2,000 years ago.
Research report, Dominion date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cadre species 484 designation. While dormant, a smaller cervical race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Hur'q in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Hur'q says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Research report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre species 468, designation Jem'Hadar.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Hur'q, however. They're
Research report Dominion date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we all...
So, the Founders have been using the Hur'q to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Hur'q in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Research report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar. or their replacements. Research report supplemental entry 8671.71 Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Vakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence report...
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Learning about these Fakiri has given me much to consider. They defied their gods and Learning about these Fakiri has given me much to consider.
Research report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the Burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every...
Yes, they knew the Hur'q problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Hur'q re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters. Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose. I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this. The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous. Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, the occupants are... It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. The Dominion made the Fakiri to kill Klingons. I'm not expecting a warm welcome. Worf and Martok need to see this. Picking up traces of Ketracel White in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them. We've got company, and they don't look friendly. We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods from opening. By the prophets. More incoming. We need an exit. Fast.
Kira, we're on our way to assist you.
Enemy target.
Reese, are you...
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
It's a silly Raptor, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrett. Looks like the Hur'q followed us down here. Keep moving. We're almost there.
Oh Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen. Are you insane?
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, that creature would have attacked the Founder.
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Hur'q was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Hur'q. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave immediately.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave this place. Are you ready to return?
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Hur'q I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps? Fakiri, as in the demonic beasts of Klingon folklore? I'm intrigued. It's not every day one encounters mythic creatures. I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri once. I'm beginning to see why they're concerned.
Looks like the Fakiri are pursuing the better part of valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Hur'q out there.
That was a strange revelation. We've learned we weren't the first soldiers of the Founders, but perhaps. There is a saying, it is the hope of all parents that their children will surpass them.
The Hur'q seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Are you suggesting we attack? While it's true we have the advantage, for now, I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Hur'q want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal in peace.
Very well, we'll deal with the Hur'q later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
You are wasting time. We should leave.